Välkommen till drömmen om en koloni. Welcome to my allotment. So this year we made 2 banks for the soil, and here we have mixed compost from several different beds, and we mixed that with the compost that we made in our pallets last year. And on the top we have put some old windows just to keep the heat there, so the process of composting will continue. And then meanwhile we take off some days, we take off the lids and put in some water, some new compost, and then we keep it closed again. One of the reasons we are doing this is because our heater compost were visited of rats, and that was really nasty when we found that out. I didn't know it because I thought it was another small creature called sork in Swedish, and I thought it was that one. But then one day when we were here cleaning and picking all the weeds, I noticed that there were running rats here. One of the reasons that we got rats is actually because the building site on the other side with all the machines there is scaring up the rats that have been living there, and they have, terminated. They're running into our allotment here. And I think we are 4 allotments right now that has been, infested by them. So yesterday we took away all the compost, all the heated composts, and we actually grave over their different cages. No, not cages, but where they were living. So yesterday we haven't seen any rats, and not today either. So we really hope that we have got them away now. I'm going to take you to my other compost. This is the closed compost, and that's going to be like a heating compost. And over here on the back side we have our dry compost, and right now it's been determined because there's been too much heavy clay earth here, so you can see it's been broken. But we're going to take away one of the pallets, and then we're going to rebuild it, because right now all the soil has been composted and you can just see some smaller pieces. And I mean, here we had like big corn stalks, we had bush leaves and so on. So the compost is getting better and better, even though it's not really perfect for this place. But I'm quite satisfied though, because it was really good soil, and we used that soil when we were replanting our pallets right now. So I want to show you what we've been doing. Here we used to have our pallets, but we have been moving them, and we have been moving the soil, and we have made higher pallets bed. Since my back is bad, we really needed something to make it easier for me to work in the pallets. So let's move over here where the pallets are now. Here we have the structure for the pallets right now. We have made them 3 pallets high, and we have also this metal case on the frame, and that's because we don't want the snails to climb up and climb into it. They will easily fall off in that case. And I will show you the other space where we have the pallets as well. This corner is actually the messy corner. Do you remember that from our last video? This is the area that we digged over, and then we digged it with the machine. And now we just have these planting beds where we are taking all the plants that we are going to move around, and keeping them there, keeping them wet so they don't dry out. And hopefully they will be really nice when it's time to plant them again. When we were rebuilding and making these beds, we actually didn't get out all the potatoes, so this one has started to grow potatoes again. And I know this is a variation that comes early in the summer, So when I'm back from Australia, they are going to be ripe to eat. And hopefully they are not hidden under all the pumpkins that Shamsi is going to grow here. Because I'm going away, I'm not going to, you know, keep all this in order. So my neighbor, who has the allotment on the other side, he's going to grow pumpkins here. And he's going to use all the area unless here, because here I'm just going to have a flower bed, just to, you know, make something look nice and just not all the pumpkins all over here. Yeah. So let's go over to the other beds. In my allotment garden, I have chosen to have only flowers and fruit. So on this side we have mostly fruits and mostly flowers and fruit trees. On this side we have all the berries. So this is like the other messy corner, but it's messy because of the weed and that we're going to make a pool or a little pond. The pond is going to be with all the rocks around, and then we're going to have some dry flowers here. So this is the rumbleberries that I moved, and hopefully this year they're going to give me some berries and not only grow. I just rejuvenated. I've been cutting it, so it's been, you know, pulled down a bit. There were long stems that I took away. Then here we have the raspberries, and you can see that we didn't take care of this area last year, because now all the green and the weeds that was here the first year has grown back. And actually this is the first year it looks like this. But the other years we've been having, you know, picking it free, and then we have having straws. But I didn't do that last year, and this is the result. So please don't do mistakes like me. Keep your weeds away by putting the straws there, or the paper, or anything to keep the weeds down. Because this is so boring when you have the grass up to your knees. And then I have some other berries here. In Swedish they are called krusbär, and I think in English you call them gooseberries. And this one is a yellow kind, and then there is one bush with a red kind. So I have two different varieties here. And then I have some other berries here. In Sweden they are called vinbär, but I actually don't know the English name for them. If somebody knows, you can please, you know, inform it, write it in the comments down below. So, and then we continue. We are still, you know, picking up some strawberry runners that have been growing everywhere. So I have a lot of strawberries that I'm going to give away. And also there is so many raspberry runners that has been coming here, because this is going to be my blueberry bed. And this is a hygel bed that's been here for 5 years, and now you can see the lumbers are starting to you know, go into pieces and mix up more better with the soil. But all the raspberries and the strawberries I have to take away and give away. And then here we made the higher strawberry bed, so I don't need to bend down as much when I need to pick the strawberries. You can already see that there is some that's been red, and somebody has been picking on it. This must be a bird, because it's, you know, you can really see that's been there. And this variation of strawberry is polka. They are actually an early kind of variation. And then over here I have another early one, and that is honey eye. There's two different tastes. One of them are more sweeter, and the other one is a little bit sweet sour. And then the old bed is still here. But what we're going to do next year is we're going to move the pallets that was on the other side and make a big pallet bed here, and two sides as well. So it's going to be double beds with 3 pallets high. So this is going to help me so much when it comes to picking my strawberries.